Okay. Well, class has started. um, Firstly, we're gonna be looking at what web design is, right? Because I can't teach you web design without actually teaching you what web design is, right? So first, we're gonna be looking at what web design is, and then we're gonna be looking at other fundamentals before we actually go into coding, right? Because sometimes you might just be eager to jump into coding, and then you miss some fundamentals that you might actually need down the line. So I decided to teach you some fundamentals. Okay? All right. So firstly, now we're going to be looking at what web design is. Okay? So web design is a design of, let me just read it. Web design refers to the design of websites that are displayed on the internet. Okay? So basically, it's like web design is a designing or the design of web pages. That is what web design is, to design web pages, right? That's simply what it is. Right, so I said basically designs pages for the web using three languages. And these three languages are like the, how do I say now, like the empirical language, the fundamentals that you actually need to build a site, right? So they are HTML, CSS, and JavaScript, right? HTML you can't actually do without it because it's the backbone, it's the skeleton, it's like the air you breathe, right? It's like the air you breathe as much as website design or web design is concerned, it's the air you breathe, right? It's a skeleton, it's the foundation of your house. That's what you need, right? That is the language you need, first of all. So it's a markup language, right? So HTML actually means hypertext markup language. That's what it means. And it's everything you interact with on your website, right? So if you look at this website now, this is my YouTube channel. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe. Okay, wait for not lost, just subscribe. Thank you. So, anyways, if you look at this now, right? This is this is what you can see here is HTML. Although you can see CSS and all that things, but what I mean is that this right up here, Orion Tech, is HTML. This playlist, HTML, HTML, all these ones here is HTML, right? So HTML is like the backbone, is what is the actual markup language, is the content, exactly, is the content of your site, right? That is what HTML is, right? Is your content, is your markup, everything you can see on the site is HTML, right? That's what it is. Then CSS, that's your cascading style sheet. This is now your beauty, right? This is what you now make it fine. You understand? Like after you lay the foundation, now you now what's it called now? You now put your blocks and everything. You built it with your HTML. You now plaster. So the CSS is now the roof that you put. It's now the paint, the colors, everything. How you do the windows, how you do your POP, all the kind of things. That's now your CSS. Is the beautification, is the what makes the site fine, in quote. You understand? So that's your CSS. Right. I'm also going to be showing you that. And then you have your JavaScript. JavaScript is just a scripting language for creating dynamic web pages, right? So it's the behavior of your site. Like I've been using house now, so let's just use house. Just imagine say you dey drive go one house now, right? As you just reach the house, you never even reach the gate o. As you just reach there one kind, the gate just know say the house just know say you don come, right? The gate just open for you. You understand? You just drive, na so the house just dey behave. As you just drive enter the house, like you just park, the gate just close by itself. You understand? That's your JavaScript, right? Those dynamic things you see on the side, maybe something just dey fly, dey go here, dey fly, dey come here. That's your JavaScript, right? That's the JavaScript of the site. Okay? And then you also have file extensions. Okay, so moving on to file extensions now. Now, what are file extensions? Extension for a file, right? Lets your computer know which program to use in running that file, or to open that file, or to interact with that file. That's what the extension is. It's like a code, kind of. Let's assume it's a code, right? That you attach to your file or to your file name to let your computer know, or whatever processing device know, what apps or what program or how to interact with that file. That's what your file extension is. Just like if you watch a lot of movies or something, you have a lot of movies on your PC, you notice that your movie files usually have .mp4, right? Some are .mkv, some are .avi, right? And then if you listen to music, you see that MP3, definitely that's popular, MP3. So that's your file extension. So if you have something like MP3 now, your computer now knows that, okay, I'm going to use a music program or a program that can play music or interact with music or music files to run that file name or to run that file. That's what it is now. So for HTML, you have .html. That is the file extension for HTML. So your code editor or your browser now understands that, okay, this is an HTML file. So I'll be able to access this with your browser or with any other thing that he uses to access it. But I don't know, we'll talk about more on this. I'm just giving you an overview. Then for CSS is obviously .css, right? And then for JavaScript is .js. That's for JavaScript. Okay. So this is it. I just want to give you an overview of it. So in the next class, we'll be talking about something else. I'll show you. We're just talking about something else. Okay. All right. I hope this was helpful for the first class. I'll see you in the next one. Okay. Bye bye.